Hey, welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd out here at my spot in these streets. Um, it's interesting. I come here to be at one with nature sometime. I'm just watching the birds frolic in the grass. They got worms, they got, rainwater that they accumulated overnight, and they're just doing their thing. And I'm kind of like them right now. It's like, let it be. You know how they always tell you fear and faith can't reside in the same place, blah, blah, blah. We've talked about this briefly before. And I've come to the conclusion that, well, first, I didn't know what that would look like, to be the kind of faithful that people always talk about being. You know how they always say, you got to just give it up and don't be anxious and this and that, and anxiety robs you of the time and the day that you have now, and you worrying about things that may never happen, blah, blah, blah. I think I get it. But I'm coming to a slow realization of it. It's like all these little fires are burning around me. What is going on with my glasses? I don't like it. They just look. I didn't fall asleep in on it. Off track, Floyd. But it's like, I think I'm slowly coming to realize what it looks like to just let it all go, I mean, in the back of my mind and in my dreams and while I'm trying to sleep, I'm awakened every now and then by some thing I think I forgot or something I think I had a new idea to fix. But for the most part, every day I'm just coasting, just out here doing what I can do, enjoying the quiet time when I have nothing I can do, and trying new things. Like, for instance, this it's not my average brew, but I really like that chicken biscuit that Wednesday's offers, so I went there today. I don't like these. Let me put those right there. I don't like them. They're too thick and pasty inside. It's not a good potato. The consistency is all wrong. It should be thinner and not so crispy. Just a nice little potato-ness. But anyway, I need to cook at home. I know. But yeah, the coffee's weak. This ain't coffee. There's some kids in there making stuff this morning, so I think it takes a real adult to make coffee the way coffee should be made. Even if your coffee strength ain't all that great, you can't overcream it, or it's just, But yeah, I'm just letting things do what they do around me. I know there are some things that are going terribly wrong, but I can't do nothing about it. So I'm out here enjoying what I can, trying to find joy in other things. They keep letting me down, but I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, I'm gonna be like these birds. They just out here like it's a party. Squirrels too. They're all foraging through the grass for something. What are the squirrels looking for? Ain't no nuts. I don't know what they doing. What else do they eat? What do they collect? I don't know, but they having fun. So yeah, it's like I think the idea of letting go and letting God is to use the time as like therapeutic time where you get in touch with yourself and with nature and be spiritual and focus on building your relationship with God along with you know furthering your betterment efforts of yourself. You're supposed to use this time to, like, it's with any other relationship. Building trust is about interacting with the person you want to build the trust with and like observing how they do things. And you can't just go away and build trust. You have to work with them and interact with them and listen to them and watch their moves and this and that. So I think it's about trust. We're supposed to be while the fires are burning all around us, we're supposed to be just like in this little cocoon of protection. I'm gonna say protection because the fires could still destroy your life, but I'm gonna say protection because in that moment, in those moments, you are in a safe place and you're building a relationship that can help you in the future, now and in the future. It's tough to explain, but I feel it. I know. I think this is it. Before, all the fires would just, make my mind spin faster and faster and faster. And every day, all day, I would just be like killing myself to find answers. But I don't have answers. I'm not even going to look for them. I'm going to just wait and see what happens. Because, the relationship I'm in, I trust that God has me. Yeah. And that's that. I don't feel funny breathing or stomach churning or any of that. I just feel like I'm supposed to be focused on the now. And right now, it's beautiful. They came out here to the park and cut the grass. It's nice. They must have just done it like yesterday, because it's really good and low. The rain hasn't even had a chance to make the weeds just come alive. Oh, speaking of growing, my little planter box out back had a little tragedy because the rain came so hard last night. It was like a serious downpour. I was worried for my roof. But the rain came so hard, it broke one of my little stems. My stems are tall now. They taller than the frame of the box. So it just broke one of them. It wasn't all the way broke. I just propped it back up. So maybe since it's still connected in a little bit of an area, and if it's still touching, it might be okay. But if I rip it off, I'm going to be part of the problem. So I'm going to just let it. See, I'm going to let that be too. Little fires everywhere. I don't care. Squirrel, what you doing with that coffee cup? You don't drink coffee. This is something else. I mean, the number of birds and squirrels hanging out here is just like somebody said it's a party. It's great. I dropped the boy off at school. That's why I'm at the park. He was running a little late. He's running late a lot lately. Because he be listening to that music in the morning. I'm going to have to take that speaker back. He was on time when he had no speaker. But because I felt, a little... I'm trying a different technique with him. So I gave him the speakers back. Because he has a better mood. He just feels better when he can have music while he does certain things. So instead of... okay, so it's like a give and take type thing. So first I took everything. And then... periodically, I'll just give him something out of the blue. He didn't really earn it. He didn't ask for it. I'll just give him something. And then he'll go, oh, yay, boom, we back. And then I'll see how he does with that thing. And every time he want to act funny, I go, you see, I showed you kindness and mercy by offering you this. You didn't deserve it, but I gave it to you. And this is how you're going to treat me? This is how you're going to act? Is this how you show your appreciation? And he goes, no. And then he starts moving different and better and faster. And then he's like, he remembers the time he didn't have it. So he comes back to, okay, well, I don't want to get this taken again. And then every now and then I'll give him something else. And we go like that for a while. So we're in that pattern. We'll see what happens. He might mess up royally again. And then I got to take everything else back. But we'll see. I'm going to just see. Because, kids, they're not really they don't come with a manual, and they're not like, a straight shot. You just know what to do. You got to see. It's a relationship. You got to back and forth with them till you figure out how they move, and then, teach them how you move, and, that whole thing. But we're going to see. Well, anyway, that's just another word about trust. But, I used to feel like if I wasn't doing every single thing I could think of and find new ways to do things, that I wasn't a real productive adult. I really had bad feelings about not doing my part. And I think that's the way I struggle. I don't know, maybe somebody else out here has the same story, but I feel like in not being anxious and fearful and this and that, I can sometimes lean a little bit too much on not doing anything. And I'm definitely afraid of being guilty of not helping myself. So I know that's a trauma response. And I got to work on it because, again, I'm in a new relationship. So, yeah. I gotta work through that so that this relationship can be okay. But yeah, it's a real thing. I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to miss anything that could help me get to where I'm trying to go. But complete trust, that's a tough one. And I know he knows. So we're going to work on it together. And yeah, just let the fires burn for now until something just comes to me that's so obvious I gotta go do it. Have a great day.